golly, and welcome to Buck Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ole Miss offense will have the ball first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because the body blow effect.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Outstanding athleticism, but not very efficient on the catch. That's a loss of yardage. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Quickly complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Makes the grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Really nice job there, buddy. understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
Hey, he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. A strike downfield. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Rebels will try to punch it in on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Pressure coming. He wants it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I really love that first. The offense, it only seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on third down to get the touchdown.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1.
Here we go.
He'll try to slam it in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Eagles offense will try to get something started with their first possession. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they...
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out fired on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Under fire. Just gets rid of him before the heat.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. On the run, it's Reddick. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nipped. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked, and then third play, now we're sitting in third and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding passing plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the Rebels have a lot of options on second and inches. Handoff to the lone back. Shakes off the defender. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in the lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Uncorks one. On target over the middle. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Power football with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Try to get it to the edge. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A third down try for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Rebels line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage pass.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. The sure hands, it's Bender. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Wants to throw on 1st down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional throw.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll give it to the back. Still on his feet at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Inside the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary college football?
You sound very discouraged as I sound encouraged. That's great defense. Phenomenal defense in the first half. Who doesn't love a 0-0 halftime game?
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type guy. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. quickly out to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop on the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
He's got it. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Bring in the heat. Touchdown, Eagles! They take the lead with the 6.
I don't know, guys. The way this game's going, the defensive tug-of-war this has been, that might be enough right there. Points have been difficult to come by, but the offense found a way to get it done. Really nice job of execution there on that drive.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Willihan. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. The give to the lone running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Now improvising. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the running back. Showing off the arm. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play. Just working really well as a unit right now. They're being physical. They're getting a lot of push. And you see guys working up into the 2nd level, getting hats on hats like linebackers and DBs as they try to get involved. This O-line right now really showcasing their physicality.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Working that wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Moves around to clear up the vision. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, and they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce.
And Reese, we know the fullback's job. He's in there to block consistently, so it's a nice job by the offense, slipping him out of the backfield, throwing him a bone. He catches it, does the rest, and gets into the end zone.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Using his legs. It's high. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's high. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
But man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the two-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Gray. On the move at the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Pocket breaking down, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. There he goes to the right. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. The 20. They finally make the stop, and not only ready to send the offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown! Ole Miss! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Wide open spaces. The 40. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back. There'll be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Reddick. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
The Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks.